Yo, hey guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content, and I just want to say this has been the most fun I've had in a minute. So, I challenged Akira Dex to a race, and we finally got to do one, but before we did that, we actually had to figure out how to actually race each other. So, first of all, if you don't know who Akira Dex is, bro, he's the bear. I'll leave his channel down below. But anyway, we really wanted to race. I challenged him to a race, and he agreed to it, but we had to figure out how to actually get the race started. Now, the funniest thing is we actually both got TEMP bans trying to race each other. So yeah, we got banned for trying to race each other pretty much. It's kind of a joke there. We actually got banned for canceling, because it wouldn't let us matchmake each other. It turns out we actually joined into a team, and we were actually able to actually race each other. But I started with, I want to race you, and he said, I think it's random, and then finally, we actually got the race to go on. So I was just kind of, doing races, just kind of trying to get warmed up here. So that's the other thing. I was warming up here, guys, and we had to get warmed up first. But this is seriously the most fun I've had in a minute. This is just a blast. Thank you, Akira Dex, for racing me. And also, y'all want to see who won? You have to watch the end of the video to find out who won. And honestly, it was kind of close, but there was a winner at the end of the day. Someone did come out on the very first place eventually, and you will have to see that. We got 3 races to go here. This is a 2 out of 3 sort of situation. So really, if it's a 2 out of 3 situation, I'm not quite sure there was a winner, but we will see. So once again, it did take a second. We did actually have to figure out how to race each other, and that's the other reason why I'm making this video actually, is that I really do feel that the devs need to make an easier method for people to actually race each other. There should be an option to just matchmake with someone who's already in your team. It did turn out, though, when we actually joined each other's team, it seemed like when we actually did matchmaking, it would put us in the matches together as, competing players more often when we were actually in teams. When we were just trying to spam the match button at the same time, we were never getting linked up. We ended up getting TEMP bans, like I said, for, canceling over and over trying to get it. So my advice to you is to join in a team. If you want to race someone specific, join each other in a team, and then both of you just challenge the matchmaking at the exact same time. If you do not get them in a match, you can just sit there and wait the seconds out until it auto cancels. Just let it auto cancel. Might not get a TEMP ban that way, but as you can see here, I did have to deny this one, and even just denying this one right after that, it's just like another one got to deny. Once again, the best bet for you to actually race someone, if you want to race someone specific, so maybe a server mate or something like that, what you're actually going to need to do is team up together. Otherwise, you're just going to be doing this all day, and then you're going to get a TEMP ban, and then you're not going to be able to do the race event. I think it's like a 5-minute ban or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it took us a couple minutes before we were actually to attempt matchmaking again. He actually did this earlier when he got banned from it, but I was literally in the middle of a race, and I was like, one sec, vroom, because I was still in the middle of a race. But he didn't get the memo that I was still in the race, so he was trying to matchmake with me, and he kept denying it until it TEMP banned him, and then we tried to match at the same time, and then I denied it like twice, and then boom, I had my own TEMP ban. And once again, we wouldn't have been doing this if they had just had an option for us to directly challenge each other to a race, because that's something that's really, really fun, especially in a server where you've been hanging out with the people for a minute. It's really just nice to be able to challenge someone on the server and be like, I'll beat you in a race, bro, or you beat me. Regardless, we did finally get match made, and here are the 3 races. Now, I do believe I'm just going to shut up and let them play out, and I'll see you, when we actually... There's some other stuff to talk about, but as for the race, here's the first one. Go ahead and check it out. Once again, we were competitive AF. You know how it gets in this game when, you actually decide to compete against someone, and if they're in your server for some reason, it always ends up where you get nervous, and both of you are just tryharding so hard. That was pretty much every single one of these races. I'm pretty sure both of us just got nervous because we were competing. I literally had so many stupid crashes when I was doing the first couple races, just because it instantly adds an amount of stress. The instant you're competing and the instant you challenge each other to a race, it's like, this is so stressful. But absolute blast. I will see you in a minute. Alrighty, so yeah, first race was an incomplete, so pretty much a tie. You do see me just a little bit ahead of him, but once I crashed into the wall there, he is right behind me. So this race was really inconclusive. This was a tie right here. I'm calling this a tie. So first round, it was a tie. I had so much fun. I mean, this is just a blast. This is really cool. I really do like that, like, other YouTubers just end up match made into the same server, and then we end up just hanging out. It really is cool. This game is like the only game I've ever found where you can actually do this. Most other games, you're not hanging out with a fellow content creator in your server, just chilling playing the game. But this was an absolute blast. This was super duper fun. I had a ton. Now, if you didn't notice at the beginning of the race, I actually landed directly on top of his car. Now, in the chat, I said it was an accident, but honestly, well, I seen he was doing the whole backing up thing too that I like to do. And I didn't really want to, you know, let him have that normal advantage. So I started in the corner and then jumped on his car on purpose. Just, you know, like, I got to slow you down somehow. Because there's actually like a little bit of a trick to the racing event. If you actually start all the way in the back and then wait till it just starts ticking down the red, green lights, then you're actually able to get like a little bit of a speed boost from the start, because you're starting from the way back, accelerating before the timer actually starts for the race. So that entire time you're gaining speed, and then you just get to the start line just as soon as the race starts, and you're starting at like 100 and something miles per hour. You can also technically like leap off of the thing, but I will warn you, when you do that, there's a very high chance of your vehicle flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping. But regardless, here we go on to attempt 2 here, guys. We are going to attempt to get match made again. Once again, this took a couple tries even when we were in an actual team. Now right here, we actually weren't in a team. I think I was just rushing here. But eventually we did get into the second race, and we're going to see that second race in just a second. But like I said, both of us were just super competitive, trying to compete. That's kind of why I think both of us had so many crazy funny mess-ups here. But overall, absolute blast. Now this round, the Curedex is actually the motorcycle. So without further ado, race 2, let's go. And as you can see here, another incomplete. Now this one, I was actually pretty close to the finish line. He's on the motorcycle this time. I guess he didn't know it was that slow. Regardless, there's technically an exploit you can do with the motorcycle where you can cause people to flip and just make them absolutely pissed the fuck off. But let's not talk about that, because I'm not going to teach you how to do that, because I absolutely hate when players pull that shit. But here we go, race 3. Gonna start in just a few seconds. This one was funny. There was some random person on the mic. I guess they had hit a couple matches in a row with us, and like, oh, they're on the same team. It's like, yeah, we're just trying to race each other. We're not trying to like team up or anything. If anything, we're actually being super competitive in these races. But without further ado, third and final race. Let's see who the winner is this time. Let's go. And just like that, W. So technically, I'm gonna call this 2 out of 3. So 2 times we tied and 1 time we finished the race. So I feel like we need a rematch. What do you think, bro? But anyway, guys, what did you think of this? Hope you enjoyed the video. You can go ahead and leave a like down below if you did enjoy it. Make sure to check out AkiraDex's channel. Link down below. He does do some pretty good builds. But without further ado, I am out. See yous and keep it beast mode.